All right, let's get back into it. I'm just in the mood to keep jamming on it. If I take a break, it'll be 8 weeks before I play this game again. Let's see what we got going here. Girl, you got it going on. All right, Calgar has been upgraded. Nothing in the machine room. Classic. Aster, why don't you see if you can find something for us? Anything, please. Hawk, can you find something in here? Anything. The inspiring text. We always have the chapel, right? You don't do dining, but our boy Atticus does. So those shipping crates have not had anything in them for a very long time. Okay, I think we have to do the beckoning bell, is what I think we have to do. Because it's just not giving us anything, right? Oh, a shadow of Gideon. A ragged hole is formed in the air, a spectral window into the unseen twin. Gideon's gaunt features appear from the shadows. Who are you? Did the communion send you? Well, it is no matter. We are lost now. The geometry of the ruins here is unfathomable. It traps me like a grand mathematical puzzle. Lord Akron, you must focus. How far have you progressed? Vitalia leans forward as if to shake the vision by his shoulders. You must tell me what wards and words you used to reach where you are now, and further. I was close, so close, but the machinations of Nibiru have bested me. Even these tools cannot help me now. He casts down a tattered volume and looks up, tears cutting pale paths across his grimy face. Nice glasses, dude. I like this art. There's no ascension. There's no reward. I have failed. Do not dare hide in your misery. This tragedy is of your own making. Your arrogance has dragged your family into the depths with you. Aster shakes with rage. Stay there yourself for all I care, but we will return those you have forsaken. Tell him, Aster. Okay. Everyone eat, because it's just gonna go bad if we don't. There we go. We still got some time on that one. Sacred geometry. Point, line, and plane. Right? Point is 0 dimension. Line is 1st dimension. Plane is 2nd dimension. Cube is 3rd dimension. Time is 4th dimension. Okay. The intersection of myths and maths. This tome holds revelations in geometric truth, diagrams of the paths between stars. Oh, infinite use. Oh, this is our infinite use. For that healing jelly does not go there. For here. But we can't upgrade it. Okay. I just don't know what to do. I mean, we'll fish again just because we haven't been doing a lot of fishing this entire time, right? Atticus, why don't you do this? Calgar, why don't you do this? And Vitali, I guess, why don't you spin around and why don't you just kind of relax? Oh, you can do secrets. No relaxing for you, Vitali. Let's get real. Oh, that's a winter ale. And winter ales are so aromatic. Great, another shipping crate. Okay, it's the gals who work in the lab. No boys in the lab. Anyone hurt? Not really. Yep. And you're not going to find anything in the shipping crate either. I can tell you that right now. Okay, We got one more vial of blood. Let's see where this gets us. Yep. Yep. Calgar's barely hurt. Hawk might be the next most hurt. We'll heal him up. Oh my goodness. I took some edibles so long ago, like 4 hours ago. And they're finally kicking. I was thinking like, what's going on? Why is this taking so long? Well, it's hitting now, so my apologies in advance for what I'm like in the next hour. Okay. Oh, Simon. Oh, poor Simon. A ragged hole has formed. A hollow child appears through the mist. Mama, is that you? I am so tired. The clock says I will sleep soon and the roots will take care of me. It's very cold, but you get used to it until you can't really feel anything at all. I feel like I should be up. Whoa. Hi. There we go. Because I'm blocking the portraits. Simon, don't go to sleep. Calgar appears at the hollow child and steps closer. You can feel the warmth here? Now, towards my voice? It does feel nice, like at the kitchen when Amy's cooking. The ghostly image leans forward blindly as if trying to touch the real world. Something falls from his pocket. Is Amy here? Or is she there? Is she asleep too? I want to come home. All right, what'd you drop? The toy donkey. For the bedroom. Great. Nothing's been going on in the bedroom, though. That's the thing. So now I feel like we got these cartouches, right? These are the things that we need to tackle. But we're going to need someone's blood. Hawk? Great, you're already there. Just me walking forward with the syringe. Hi, Hawk. Hi, Hawk, you're looking pretty healthy. Okay, sorry about that. Now, put that gross syringe away. Let's see who we get. Right, because the thing with Sophia, it broke when we had done all of the conversations with her. Okay. So, right, that's the, who knows what you'll get. Sanity. What's the best way to heal sanity? Petting the cat? So I guess we should take stuff out of the rooms where Mr. Tubbs wants to hang out, right? Because then people can pet him, right? Yes. Dining room or kitchen. Kitchen and bedroom. Nope. Yes. Okay. I, for some reason, thought this was like a tool. It's not. It is just an item to examine. So let's do that. Shall we? Circle. Oh, infinite uses. So this is a tool. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep it up here. The circles or rings of Nibiru are complete within themselves, an Ouroboros of existence, cycling dimensional material in infinite loops. Cool. As these loops form, they must have become separated from the other planes of being. They begin to exist alongside our more conventional realities. Although uncoupled from us, the nested rings can still cast disturbances into our world, like ripples on a pond or light scattered by crystals. Ah, this is that guy, Percival. So I think we can change this ember fungus, hopefully into ember liquid. Let's see if we can get Calgar to do that. Because then we can do one cartouche. Kitchen. Oh, dang it, Stokes. Get out of there. Nice. All right. So we can finally do this. Why don't you do it, Calgar? Excuse me. Why don't you take the honors? And then who has the most sanity issues? Calgar. Oh, hey, look at that. It's not... Man, we have not seen one of those in a long time, huh? But I guess that's what the these cartouches are gonna be, right? They're gonna be parts of the composer. Okay. Oh, he moved. Dang. I was gonna have Calgar pet him. Because Calgar and Vitaly are both jacked up. Didn't I? I'm just kind of tackling this one room by one room, right? Okay. What's next? These cartouches? Excuse me, Mr. Tubbs. Keys, anyway. Okay, so we need mysteries. Someone needs to get upgraded. And we got those insights by killing the ghoul, who doesn't exist anymore. So, what else we got left for cartouches? Just these two, right? It looks like we need to do the rusty shovel in the courtyard to get something to put in the chapel to pray on, right? So... Everyone, I don't know what we're doing. Where's that dang cat? Still in the machine room. Okay, so the rusty shovel we can turn into keys. Keys? We can turn into this. Ugh. But that's not enough. I'm kind of lost right now. We can do the bell again. All right, we'll take these. And then we could upgrade something, the toy donkey. I think just the toy donkey. Or no, the carafe. If we get two of those. But I'm not so worried about that right now. Right now, the thing I'm worried about is the beckoning bell. Yes. Get that didactic program down here. 3, 6. So we're at 5. I need a little blood. Would Atticus Huck please report to the laboratory? Again. He knows what I want. It's his blood. Okay, let's see. If we get another like restless spirit, then I will be at a loss. I won't know what I need to do next. Okay, we got someone. Ragged hole, unseen twin. Familiar face appears to the mist. My friends, it is you. I am sorry I did not return. I took the chalice door when it was offered to find Simon. I had to step through into this forsaken place, but now I am lost in chasing shadows. You must help. Sophia, we are still here. We are finding our way to you. You will soon be free of this torment, I promise. Aster reaches out, but her hand drifts through the vision as if trailing into a river of smoke. Is there anything we can do to help from here? I do not know. At times I think I see Simon or even Gideon, but it is only a twisted spire or a charred shrub. Perhaps check my son's room. There's a spare card in the archives if you know where to look. Half-seen brambles writhe at her feet. both here and there in this mix of worlds. You must endure, Lady Akron. We have almost breached the third circle, where the higher of authority of Nibiru begins. Vitaly clutches his book with fervor. If we can prove our mastery of their words, your captors must surely bow to our wishes. Sure. I'm sure that's exactly how it's gonna go. I'll go back down here. Okay. Put that away. Find the key. This goes here. Guidance from a ghost. Okay, so Lady Sophia's got some plans for us. You are not that type of person. I apologize. There we go. Simon's room code. Oh, finally we get into Simon's room. A slip of creased card inscribed with neat lines of numbers and symbols. It appears to be a key code of some kind. On the reverse surface, an image of a musical note appears to be stamped in yellow ink. We can perform this in the machine room, and that should... Mr. Tubbs, not now. Oh my god. Ugh, well, I guess we'll get some meat. How we feeling? We're okay. Oh, he's gone. Well, who does this? You do. Thank you, Atticus. What? Oh, 6. Well, I think we got some for that. Don't we? Yes. Okay, thank goodness. Okay. Yay! Thank goodness. Oh my god. We finally got some bedroom stuff to do. A gift from the groundskeeper to Simon Akron. A carved wooden charm, handmade with hands as knotted as the wood. It spins lazily on a chain. The moon's face stares outward without judgment or fear. The act of sleeping reduces fatigue of all characters in the room. Old man paid more attention to the boy than his own father did. Atticus sighs wearily. It must have been hard adopting Amy on his own and keeping up with the labors here, but even then he still found time for the Akron boy. Isn't that sweet? As is often the case, those with the least to give offer the most. My hands may be trained by Cancross, but my boots are still muddy with the alleys of Direwitch. Perhaps there is some inspiration to be found in this trinket. Highrook has sent guidance in our dreams before. We should sleep on it as our focus. Good. Okay. Sure. Whoop, Vitaly, you get in there. What is this dull scene? Task focus. So it's another thing to focus on. I cannot leave my room. I feel really poorly. I can hear Tubbs outside scratching. Handsome boy. It is lonely being here on my own. I do not like not being able to go outside. Amy brings me medicine and biscuits when she can. She even gave me a funny seed I can chew if I'm feeling upset. Her pa gave me this carved moon face he made. He says it's to help me sleep. I like Alfred. He do not talk much, but he's always kind to me and lets me pretend to do fishing in the well. I hope he gets well soon. Pa says he's working on some special medicine. A handful of Mechanist notes written by Lady Sophia Akron. There is some sort of design sketched out here, but last time we tried to do this, it did nothing. It's actually a study, isn't it? And you can do this. No? Incorrect character. Aster, right? Okay. So the dull seed... Its surface is creased like the waves of a shallow bay. When shaken, a soft sound like rainfall emanates. It only can be used by Vitaly. Okay. Well, why don't you go into the chapel? And why don't you do this? Why don't you nibble on this mushroom? Well, Vitaly just does some weird stuff in the bedroom by himself. Nope, get out of there. More notes. Oh, the dream pit. The dream of a great smooth pit from which there's no way to climb out. There's only a dark vent into which to descend. This is not the place I'm looking for. As I rise, the dream begins to fade. Okay? Vitali's report. Truly the boundary between this world and others is very frail. Nibiru is most prominent in this manner, but in my dreams the other realms are detectable too. The land of the dead, the Red City, and other realms I have heard of but never imagined I might glimpse in all their glory. Perhaps I still can find Ella in one of these oniric domains. Sometimes I feel a hint of her presence or of others, watching me as I walk in these dreams. A constant feeling of being followed. Oh, did he lose his lady love? Is that what's going on? Okay. Infinite use. This is the tool for the bedroom. This soporific sound combined with a soft scattering of dappled light is guaranteed to induce sleep. Nope. I thought I was reading the dream trinket. Okay. Infinite uses. So yes, this is much like down here. Now I got these two. Well, good news is we've got some stupor soup. And I know where I can catch more of that. Aster's report. Sophia's designs appear to draw on so many different lines of inquiry and inspirations. I'm not even sure where to start. If Gideon was inspired by the arcane potential of this place, then perhaps a similar energy enabled Sophia. She is a woman of science, of course, but there is almost a dreamlike edge to her designs. If only I could understand Lockman Field complexity as she does. And this is going to get us into the Lord's Chamber, finally. The architecture of ideas and electricity laid out like a geometric atlas. Maybe. Maybe not. Some sections are blurred out or faded. I thought it was going to be like Simon's key code. Lost like paths that peter out onto the page. Let's hope we extrapolate from the annotations to fill these gaps and build whatever is being described. This is part of Aster's special quest, right? Atticus's knives. Aster's was, I don't know. Have we done their, I don't know if we finished their stuff yet. Where are we on our stats? Sleepy. I keep missing the cat if he's anywhere. And how do we help with sanity? Oh. Other than just petting the cat, right? A midnight dream. Task focus. Okay, that goes down here. The damp walls of the cellar glisten in the light of an approaching candle. Alfred is here, slowly descending the grimy stairs. He shifts his weight awkwardly, trying to avoid the inevitable groans of the ancient wood. Under one arm, he carries a small box, stacked with wax cylinders. After Sophia presented a phonograph device to her son, Alfred has enjoyed finding the boys any cylinders he could locate in the archives. This particular collection, however, was marked with the occult signs of communion, and Alfred is determined that Simon should never hear their contents. Enough damage has already been done. He hides the crate under a thick tarpaulin and slowly retraces his steps from the undercraft. Is that where we get the word tarp? Okay. Odd junk. Just a bunch of junk. Rats. Get that dream token out of here. I need Mr. Tubbs to go into one of these slots. Okay, we got the wax cylinders. Oh, the music room. Oh, the child's room is where the music note is. A small box of wax cylinders. Each tube is engraved with audio recordings. The container is marked with symbols that indicate it is owned by the seeker's communion. We can play back the recordings on a phonograph, a strange form of sonic necromancy, resurrecting the voices of the dead preserved as audio waxworks. Okay. Someone here's got yep, you got songs. So is this infinite uses? Okay, so this is the tool for this room, right? I am recording this entry to document a curious dream or vision I had last night. A fellow writer recommended that I try moonfly extract to ease the pain in my hands. I managed to acquire some at a backstreet chemist in Darwich. I must have mismeasured the doso because soon after drinking the stuff I fell into almost a comatose slumber. It got too much weight, mate. What was noteworthy about the sleep is that within it I saw a visitor, B, that I had turned away from the gates last week. Although he did not enter the house in my dream, he spent a long time sniffing around the courtyard and wellhouse like a dog, hunting for a buried bone. Eventually I woke from my trance with a cry and peered outside, seeing no trace of the man. Was it truly a vision or a premonition? Or simply a hallucination? Okay, well I don't know what we're doing here. Someone else does sleep, don't you? Calgar? Yeah, why don't you do some dreaming? Oh, is this, Huh. Well, I got one more. Oops, not that one. And I know where to get the fish. Where is, speaking of the fish, why don't you see what you can dig up? And why don't you do another one of those just in case? Okay, what do we got here? Who's hurt? Hawk? Because we keep taking blood from him? And then the flicker fry, which turns into something. Only the ladies are allowed in the lab, if I remember correctly. Sunset dream. The evening cast long shadows across the cracked flags of the stone kitchen floor. The Akron's groundkeepers stoking a fire with a soot-covered poker. He glances nervously over his shoulder, scanning the doorway for any signs of visitors. After a while, as if sure of his seclusion, he reaches down to hinge open a small hatch in the base of the blackened stove. He clumsily transfers a glinting object from his pocket to the darkness behind the hatch. Closing it, he gently lets out a series of performative coughs, as if to distract an invisible observer from his action. The last rays of the sun thin into needle-like shards. The man turns to leave, his lopsided gait betraying the torture of time. And this can be done in the kitchen, which is right here. We need 2. Atticus, you can cook. We got some for that, don't we? We got our exotic spices. Let's go. Now, your little dream trinket. I don't remember what it gave us. Writer's note. I have recently developed an awful nervous condition in my hands. I can hardly grip a pen without suffering excruciating pain. I have therefore decided to use the phonograph in place of my notebooks until my condition improves. And specifically today, I felt I needed to document my encounter with a strange character from Black Sands. So this is before the dream? He knocked on the door late one morning. Referring to himself only as V, he claimed that prior to my arrival, his family had loaned a precious heirloom to the household, and he wished to have the item back. He begged me to look for the object, an amulet of sorts, in the study or archives, perhaps even in the cellars. I turned her away, of course, but I cannot stop thinking about the matter. Well, let's give her another whirl, I guess. See if we can find out more. No, poor Calgar's. They're doing okay. You just need to pet the cat. But, a little sleepy and a little hungry. Something about this place has me putting words down. I'm not one for writing, but sometimes I do it just to prove to people that I can. I have my book learning. I just know that it has its place. Anyway, Calgar seems impressed to find me writing. She says it was indicative of a private mind, whatever that means. She's the only one here I would really trust in a pinch. She's got what it takes, and it will come to a pinch, no doubt. My family always said that we had no business with doctors. Said that was all just snake oil, but I don't think Calgar's a faker. She's a smart one for sure, but not all high and mighty like the other two. A private mind. Just 'cause she wants to jump those bones, buddy. Come on, read the signs. Think she leaves the mask on? I bet she does. Okay, audio entry 1. Testing. 1, 2, 3. This is the voice of Irma Voltuk, Lady of Highrook House and Poet of Black Sands. So this is the prior lady? I'm attempting to use this audio device to record performances of my work for delivery to the publishers in Bleakhurst and Sandville. I hope hearing the work properly delivered might change their minds regarding my previous submissions. If the audio proves reliable, I might also use these cylinders to record dreams or other inspirational thoughts. Peter Grindwell kept a diary, and perhaps in the following this practice, I might raise my own work to approach his visionary standards. Cool. Why don't you cook this meat? Why don't you cook this meat, okay? Get in the... Just get in the right place, Mr. Tubbs. Okay, we got a delivery finally. This stained container is a Venitas document box designed to transport confidential papers. These cases are sealed with a protective tar. A handwritten tag dangles from the seal. FAO Sophia Akron. In the lab. Ew. We'll do one more wax cylinder just to see if there's anything in there. And then maybe we should eat. Got 47 hours. Maybe we should sleep. Helgar doesn't need to sleep. She took a nap earlier. I mean, she might as well. It's not like it's gonna hurt her, right? Oh no, I slept too much. Okay. Now, okay, so we went 3, 2, 1, and now we're at 4. I could not resist the draw of the moonfly again. My hands still hurt, and the twin prospect of pain relief and possible visions led me to take another dose. In a performative act, I decided to use the wooden goblet my father gave me, as if the theater of an ancient relic would lead to more inspiring dreams. This time, rather than seeing my own estate in the vision, I stood up on a gray shore at the edge of a silent sea. Beyond the rolling dunes lay a garden of nocturnal hatchlings, a place of primordial growth. I was frozen in place and watched as a burning moon smoldered in the distant heavens. I watched light flicker across the waves until I eventually woke up, my head filled with wonder. What was that place? I must know. Okay. Maybe lay off the moonfly, huh? Sweet. We got some more of these, some more of these. This is from P. Dear Sophia, it took me some time, but I finally had a look over your designs. The underlying framework seems sound. However, I'm not sure that an Aeroplex coil is quite the right thing to stabilize your resistances in your first blueprint. Your use of valve inserters in the second is quite unorthodox. I began to make some alterations to both schematics, but after some consideration, I realized that my edits were likely to introduce anomalies and undermine the work. I reverted the changes and I think you should proceed with your original designs. I look forward to hearing the results. Good luck, dear friend, P. Okay, we got some Sophia's notes to read. And let's just do another one of these. Because I don't know, I mean, until we run out of stuff to do, you know, we'll do the beckoning bell. Oh, it's an empty crate. We did it now. We listened to all of them. Okay, good. It ran out. Another blueprint. There are designs among Sophia's works that I cannot fathom the meaning of. She is either more eccentric than I ever learned or a genius of the order of Parseus Andronica or Tergoba the Great. One of these designs is for some sort of teleportation device, which means to my reasoning that she believes or even knows that such modes of transportations must be possible. Then again, after all she must have seen living here, who knows what one might end up believing or knowing. Alright, let's give her another go. Someone's in the okay, get quick. Who? Calgar, pet this cat. Then someone else can get their hands on him. Who's next? Why don't you do another round? And then, Vitali, he's hurting too. Okay. Get a hand on that cat, would you, Vitali? I continue to survey Sophia's writings, drawings, and blueprints. There are designs for listening helmets, grip-enhancing gauntlets, and the devices which cause paddle-end-type threshold delimiting. I suspect that the Venitas would consider much of her work to be unfound and indulgent. Nevertheless, I've continued to try to build Sophia's designs. They do not all work, but they are remarkable. We got a couple of these now to do, huh? So what's Vitali's? Let's see if his goes down with a second petting. Okay, it did. Quick. Oh. Okay, that's just strange junk. Everyone's starting to get a little tired. Okay, who else needs a little boost to their sanity? You know what? Mostly just Vitali, and we can't do anything. We can't sleep until he leaves. One more go on the cat here. Aster's so sleepy. Where are you, girl? Why don't we all eat? Oh, I'm worried. Okay, now we can all sleep. Thank goodness. Now we get that lamp. Quick, before Aster passes the heck out. Okay, we're doing a lot better now. Mr. Tubbs is still in there. Quick, pet the cat again. Okay. Oh, it's nice. It's giving us a gift every time now. It's like some sort of item to help us. Oh, please pet that cat. Let's see. So we're kind of getting to the end of this hour. Perfect. What should everyone be doing here? Sophia's blueprint again. Let's just crack that bad boy. Oh, 7? I think we might have enough. No. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, okay. What a lovely boy. Okay, everyone's mental health is doing pretty good now. There's not going to be anything in this crate, so I think it might be time to do... Shelgar's cured from her addiction to alcohol. Yay! Okay, that just gave us some soporific snuff, but that's fine. We were out of that. Okay, so we haven't actually done this a lot, right? We could do that more. We need to do the bell. Oh, Vitali. Okay, there we go. What's something else that we haven't done a lot of? Because the problem is these cartouches. We need to, honestly, we need to upgrade someone. Sorry, bud. We're going to need the blood. Okay. Everyone's got something to do when we load in next time. So, make it easier for myself, right? All right. Well, thanks for watching. And I'm glad we could all have a nice, peaceful rest with our toy donkey. And I'll see you in the next one. And until then, take care of yourself. All right. Bye.